Hello, 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 and welcome to the Good Vibes Lifestyle live stream happening every Thursday at 3 o'clock. I'm getting tongue-tied. Well, I'm so glad that you're here. So let me tell you about the Good Vibes Lifestyle. It's a little different from the Good Vibes TV show, which is more of a formal interview talk show. This is a live stream I do that's casual, and I am actually streaming to Instagram now. So you can watch these on Instagram. I'll put it on the archive and then put it on Instagram so you can watch it later. So different from good-vibes.tv, but you can get to all of my offerings here on good-vibes.tv, like our Amazon store and things like that. So, and hashtag Good Vibes Lifestyle if you want to find out more about the lifestyle of living the Good Vibes life. So I'm all about starting a movement and continuing this movement about living in the higher vibrations of life, which means not living in a place of fear and anger and worry and all these lower vibration emotions, but in the higher vibrations of joy and peace and love and enlightenment, appreciation, gratitude, all the good vibes. So that's what the Good Vibes Lifestyle is all about. And today is February 29th. So happy Leap Day. So, what's really special that I want to share today is that today is the 50th episode of the Good Vibes Lifestyle live stream, our 50th episode. So, every week for the last 50 weeks, I have been coming to you live. Uh, and doing this live stream. So it is definitely an accomplishment because I don't know what else I've been that consistent with. So I'm so grateful to be here. And the great news that I have for us today is the Art of Connection book is finally available. And you can actually get this book using this website, which is it's tinyurl.com/capital GVTV gratitude book. And it'll take you right to the Art of Connection book, or you could go to good-vibes.tv and go to my Amazon store. But either way, this is the best place to get it. Just go directly to that website. And what's really cool, now it seems like the book is not physically available yet, but the Kindle version is, and the Kindle version is only $1.99. So check it out. I've written one of the, this is a book of 365 days of gratitude quotes. And so one of those days is my day where I talk about gratitude. So check out the book, go to this link right here, tinyurl.com/capital GVTV, then gratitude book, all in lowercase. So, and so far, when I've checked, the book is ranking #1 in the personal success and spirituality section, and also #1 in the personal transformation and spirituality. So isn't that cool? It's the first day of this book being launched, and I'm so glad that it's finally been here because I actually signed up back in last September, and it's taken a while to get this book out. So I'm so glad that it is, and it's definitely an accomplishment. For me, at least, to be in another book. I think this is my 4th book that I've been a contributing author in, and the authors, the editors of the book, Robert W. Jones, excellent person, and I actually interview him in a previous episode of Good Vibes TV. Check him out by just going to good-vibes.tv. All right, my friends. So let's talk about the astrology for today. What's going on? Well, like I said, February 29th, it's Leap Day. And what makes Leap Day happen? What makes a leap year happen? Well, it is the extra day in February, the 29th of February, and this happens every 4 years. So 4 years ago in 2020, we had an extra day in February, and 4 years from now, 2028 in February, we'll have an extra day. So it's an extra day. So if, you got an extra day of life, what would you do with it? What would you do to make it extraordinary. And so, what I love today about today's date is that this book did come out, and it's the 50th episode of this live stream. So, I'm very excited about that. The other thing about 29, and when you add up the numerology of it, 2 plus 9 is 11, and 11 is a spiritual master number. It's also a portal. With the 11s, it's like channeling. So this is an extra day that we're getting. And what will you do today? Make it extraordinary with this extra day. Okay, let's switch over to the moon. We're in the waning phase of the moon. So we had the full moon not too long ago, and now it's getting smaller and smaller. This is the time of integration. The full moon is a time of culmination and everything coming to a head. Then, after that, as it gets smaller and smaller, that's the time of integration, of assimilation, of harvesting, what's come to fruition, integrating all that. And then also, as you get closer to the new moon, preparing for the new moon cycle. And in March, the new moon will be happening on March 10th at 4 o'clock Eastern Time. And this is a super new moon. And it's why it's called super is because it's a little bit closer to the Earth than usual. So it's going to have a little bit more impact on the tides. And remember, we're like 90% water. So the moon affects us as well. That's why we're so aware of the full moon usually. And then right after that, we've got the spring equinox happening on March 19th. So spring is finally starting. And I do have a let's see, let's take this off here. A little video to show you, because with spring. Now, the last few weeks I've been promoting Grow Your the Joyful Gardening docu-series, and I wanted to show you that I have my little garden happening, just starting. I planted some seeds on Valentine's Day, February 14th. Finally starting to sprout. There you go. There are my seeds, and I've got okra, and I've got um, peppers and tomatoes and everything except the pepper seeds didn't come so far. So, yeah, so it's time to plant those seeds because spring is right around the corner. And I just wanted to share with you my garden, so you can see that I am putting it into practice. Because we're in Florida right now, I start the seeds down here. And then when we go back to Murphy in a few weeks, around March 15th, right around the spring equinox, hopefully these plants will be big enough to put them in the ground and get things going. And I'll give you, I think part of this live stream, I will be sharing with you my garden as it grows, because it's important to be in touch with the earth. And, I'm proud of what I'm doing, because I really grew some great vegetables last year, and I'm learning and I'm putting it into practice. And as I learn, I try to share with you, because having fresh food is so, so important. All right, for the last few weeks, I have been talking about the UFO and UAP disclosure, and not a whole lot more to report, but I did want to share with you a little video that comes from the New Paradigm Institute, and this is all about the disclosure and getting to be part of the citizens movement for disclosure. So let me play this for you real quick.
Anomalous phenomena is real, but the government continues to obstruct the truth. It's time to stand up. It's time we join together and make our government accountable for transparency. Please go to newparadigminstitute.org, take action, and join our Citizens for Disclosure movement.
So that's just a little commercial that they have going on. And you can go to newparadigminstitute.org and actually sign up and get to be part of their email list. Danny Sheehan, is sending all kinds of information out, and it's really been educational. And you want to be aware of what's happening with this UFO disclosure because they're gearing up for the post-disclosure world where it is officially known by the government that they have the technology of the ETs and even ET bodies, and there's even communication with these ETs happening from the government side, but unfortunately, they're not letting us know about it. So, going through Dr. Stephen Greer's site, you can actually get involved with direct communication with the ETs, but we will save that for another episode. All right. So let's talk about the Oracle of the Month. This month, I've been playing around with the Divine Masters deck by Kyle Gray. These are the Divine Masters Oracle Guidebook. And here we go. Let's see a little bit closer. So today's the last day that I'll be playing with this deck. Next week is a new month, and I will start with another deck, and I will share that with you next week. So, I love to ask for an oracle message happening every week so that we can learn how these cards talk to us. And the question we'll ask is, what message does Spirit have for the audience right now? And this is whether you're watching right now live or watching on the replay. So what message does Spirit have for us right now? And we've gotten this one before. Hathor, light activation, acceleration, brilliance, and stand in your own light. So let's read more about what message Hathor has for us. Okay, Hathor is also known as Het Heru. She is the cow goddess of ancient Egypt and the solar goddess who is strongly connected with the sky and fertility. Hathor worship dates back to the 3rd millennium BCE. Hathor is easily recognized for she wears a sun disk on her head. Let me show you. Sun disk on her head, and it's held in place by 2 horns relating to the cow and to wisdom. She is also widely represented as a human-like being with a pair of cow's ears, which is what the image in this deck is based on. Here you go. Het Heru means from the house of Horus, and it has become accepted that Hathor is the divine consort of the hawk-headed deity Horus. This connection gives her cosmic energy and a link to the stars, star beings, and star potential. It's also believed that she is likely the daughter of the sun god Re and therefore carries the infinite light of the sun. In modern spirituality, Hathor is the face of a divine race known as the Hathors, enlightened beings from the stars who are helping people on Earth reach their highest potential. And here's the message. Light, joy, and success surround you now. If you have been going through a dark, challenging time, the clouds are now parting, and the light of the sun is shining upon you. This is a time of acceleration and success. You are beginning to build momentum, and things are starting to move forward. Old dreams and visions may come to light now, for whatever has been blocking you or holding you back is now being released, making space for an influx of energy, drive, and movement. Hathor is encouraging you to set your sights higher than before, reach for the sun, bask in your own brilliance. If you've held back on expressing any of your talents or bringing to light information that will support your growth, now is the time to bring these things into the light of day. If you have been holding back on a project or waiting on the right time to move forward, that time is now. The wheels are turning and your life is moving. Enjoy this light. So that's a very appropriate message for this time, since Hathors is a celestial race. We are talking about ETs, and the ETs, the majority of them, from my understanding, they're beneficial to us. They're here to help us evolve. They are already higher evolved beings, and they're here to help us with our evolution. So that's my take. They're not somebody or something to be afraid of, which is what our government and the powers that be have used it as a object of fear, a way to control us through fear. So There you go. That's the Oracle message. And if you like this deck, remember you can just go to my Amazon store. And the best way to go to my Amazon store is just go to good-vibes.tv. It'll take you right to all of my offerings that I have for you. Okay, so let's switch over now to the Food Revolution Network. Now, I've partnered with them, Ocean Robbins and his family, his father John, started this Food Revolution Network to help people to eat better, to eat plant-based and whole food based. And they actually have a class coming up that's a free class. It's called Tackling Type 2 Diabetes, and this is using food to do it. So I want to share with you a little clip that I have. So let me bring that up. Here's a little clip from this free masterclass, and I'll give you the link to the free masterclass right after. So here is the little clip.
I'm Brenda Davis, registered dietitian and diabetes expert. Type 2 diabetes is ravaging the globe. It's causing millions of people to suffer from blindness, amputations, heart attacks, and a life of pain, medications, blood sugar monitors, and endless doctor's appointments. And most of the people who get it don't even know they're at risk until the serious damage is done. I'm on a mission to change all that. I'm million-copy best-selling author of books like Defeating Diabetes, Kick Diabetes Essentials, and the Kick Diabetes Cookbook. I was the lead dietitian on groundbreaking international diabetes research projects, and I've helped thousands of clients to prevent and totally reverse type 2 diabetes. The conventional wisdom tells us that type 2 diabetes is solely caused by too much sugar, but the conventional wisdom is wrong. My scientific research has proven that for most people, the core problem is not just sugar. A healthy body loves sugar. We all depend on it to turn glucose into energy. The real problem is how the sugar in your blood is delivered to the cells. So factors like the wrong kinds of fat, which clog your cell pathways, can be an even bigger contributor than sugar itself. I created the Tackling Type 2 Masterclass because my own father died from diabetes, and I want to do everything I can to prevent that from happening to you and to the people you love. You'll learn what the latest research really says, why most of us have been misled about the real causes of diabetes and the solutions, and what it truly means to eat right so you can have steady energy and be able to dance, hike, and play again, and create beautiful memories with your loved ones. If you or anyone you care about is facing type 2 diabetes, pre-diabetes, or if it runs in your family, or even if you're just curious to learn more, this is for you. You need the facts, and you need them now. All you have to do is register for the totally free Tackling Type 2 Masterclass, and I'll see you very soon.
So that's the Tackling Type 2 Masterclass, and here is the link. Just go to tinyurl.com/GVTV, then diabetes. And that'll take you right to that free masterclass. And then you'll get an option later if you want to purchase the course. But this is a great way to learn about how to tackle diabetes by changing your diet. And so I hope you enjoy that. All right. So, I love to talk about a tip to raise your vibration. And last week's tip was to meditate. Such an important way and technique that's been known forever to raise your vibration is to meditate. Did you do that? And if you did, tell me about in the comments, how did that work out for you? How do you like it? Meditation is one of those practices you want to do 1 to 2 times a day if you can. I know that's my goal. I don't always do it, but it is my goal to meditate at least once a day. So important to be connected to our higher selves. All right. And so this week's tip is to consume higher frequency foods. And how do you know if a plant or if your food is higher frequency? Well, fresh live plants are the highest have the highest amount of life force in them, and those are the kind of foods that have the highest frequency. When vegetables and these kind of foods are put into cans, they have like like zero life force. But when you take it right off a plant in your garden, a tomato or a cucumber or lettuce, that's when you get the most nutrition, the most life force. So, the tip this week is to consume higher frequency foods. And if you can't get it from your garden, get it from your farmer's market or from your grocery store. The best place is your garden, but I'm sure right now, we're just getting started with our gardens. So, you may not have those plants available right now. But anyway, so that's the tip for this week to consume higher frequency foods to raise your vibration. And last I have for you is my next episode of Good Vibes TV is my interview with Dr. Jana Nirvana. She's from Germany. And she's a spiritual artist. So she talks about spiritual art. She produces paintings or creates paintings that are for sale, but she also has classes, both one on one, both on Zoom and in person, where she teaches you how to create spiritual art and use that art to tap into your higher self. So the show is actually going to premiere. I set it to premiere today at 4 o'clock. So right after this stream, you can check it out. Dr. Yana Nirvana, and just go to good-vibes.tv and that'll take you right to the episode. And if you want to go to YouTube, it's under at Raise Your Vibe and Thrive. So that is pretty much what I've had for you all today. I want to thank you for watching and thank you for being here. Enjoy your extra day in February. Remember, the next time we get an extra day in February is 4 years from now. So it's a perfect day to set your intentions or look at your goals. And maybe every 4 years you go and compare. Okay, 4 years ago in 2020, where were you? How are things going that February 29th of 2020? Very different from today, right? I'm sure, because we all went through such a interesting time in the year of 2020. So look how far we've come, and how awesome is that? Well, my friends, thank you so much for watching. Remember to raise your vibe and thrive, and I will see you next week. Peace out, everyone.